Hi there, this is Eitan, and today I'm gonna make a review on the CRKT Homefront, which is a knife that came out in Blade Show 2016, designed by Ken Onion and produced by CRKT. It seems like a regular flipper in plain sight, but it has an interesting feature which is kind of unique in the knife world. I think most of you knows it, but I'm gonna show it anyway before I'm gonna go into the specs. This knife have what is called field strip technology. It's something that developed by Ken Onion, if I'm not mistaken. If I'm mistaken, I'm sorry. And the main idea is the ability to take apart the knife and put it together without using any special tools anywhere, clean it up and use it. So it works like that. You spin the close it here, the wheel at the back, until you hear a click. You press the lever and it's out. Okay, as you see, three different parts: blade and the handles, and you can take it apart even more if you wanna, take out the spring and the backspacer and etc. if you want. But the main idea is that you clean it up and then you put it back together, which is supposed to be simple. I just wanna point out on this hot spot, I'll get to that later. So you put the blade in the place, you make sure. Sometimes it gives me a hard time, I don't know why, this model I received, and you put it here, you make sure it's in spot. You have an hexagon over there, I hope. Press it back here and squeeze. Let's see if it's working. Perfect. Okay, so this is the knife, and let's go into the review of pros and cons, and let's make a size comparison before we go into the material. Well, this is a Benchmade Griptilian. Okay, this is a Spyderco Paramilitary 2. Oh, sorry. Okay, let's show you another knives. This is ZT 0562, and finally I'm gonna show you, this is a World War II Mark 1. And why I'm showing you the World War II Mark 1? Because Ken Onion said himself that the knife design was influenced by the blades of World War II. The Mark 1 is one of them, the Mark 2 is one of them. It's more similar to the Mark 1. Now let's go into the specs. So let's see, the blade thickness is 3.5 or a bit more millimeters, which is 0.13 inches. The blade length is around 3.5 inches, which is around 9 centimeters. The weight is, let's see, 136 grams. Let's do it one more time. 136 grams, which is around 5 ounces. Not too heavy, not too light. I know fixed blade that weighs 5 ounces, but okay. The blade material and everything. So we have an OS 8 blade with a drop point shape, a swedge at the top. We have a fullers here. They can lighten the weight, but Ken Onion said it was a design feature. We have a very high grind, and which is good because the blade is wide, and high grind is mean, and plus the blade thickness is seem to be a very good slicer. The roughness declared, the hardness declared by CRKT on this OS 8 steel is 57-58, so it's around that. We have it's a flipper tab, lino lock around the 50%, something like that. Aluminium handles with these patterns. It's not that grippy, but it's okay. A bit of jimping, not too aggressive. A deep carry pocket clip, slim profile. Well, and when it's closed, the blade it has this sort of long shape, triangular shape. Only this come out, so it's nice in the pocket. So let's talk about, if I didn't left anything out, let's talk about the pros and the cons of this specific model. And well, it goes like that. Let's start with the pros. So it's a very interesting feature, the field strip technology. It's new, it's different, and it's it's very nice. I mean, to have the ability to do it to your knife. Imagine that you have every knife in the world you want. You have a button that can take it apart to 3 simple parts or 2 simple parts. You can clean it and put it back together. That would be wonderful. Now, today we can't apply it to all the knives, so they start with this design, which has its features, and it's very nice. And it's sort of an advantage. You can see it as an advantage, as a pro. It's also unique, and it's also help to clean and maintain your knife. One more thing, it's design. I put it as a pro because this knife, my opinion, is very appealing. It's very beautiful. I mean, it's look very. I'm a collector of a World War II militaria. Okay, I have like I don't know, a couple of those, like almost 10 Mark II. I have a lot of World War II knives, and this is a World War II style. You see the influence of the star and the color and the blade design, which resemble to the Mark I. This is one by Camelos, by the way. So it's very, very beautiful. I think there are a lot of knives out there. Some, you can argue about someone's taste, but this time I think a lot of people will agree that this design is very beautiful. It's very nice. Now, it has a deep carry pocket clip. In my world, it's an advantage. Yeah, it's an advantage. I think it's most knives should have this pocket clip. This is my opinion. Okay. It has also a sleek profile, so you feel it a bit in the pocket, but it's straight all the way. You don't have bulges or stuff like that, or sharp angles that can, I don't know, cut your pants and make holes, except this. But they also done this flipper, not too aggressive. It's round, okay, and they put a bit of a light jimping, and how you say it, it's chamfered, or they smoothen the edges, okay. So it's nice. It's not like this. This can make you a hole in the hand after a while. I mean, it's okay, but if the detent is hard, so you can feel it. Here, it's very nice. It's finger friendly, I can say. So you get a plus for that. So also, and one of the most important features of this knife, it's its blade grind. It's a good slicer. I can say it's a good slicer. The high profile, the high grind lines, with the blade thickness, with the blade width, the blade wide. Well, I'm not a native English speaker, so you know what I mean. Anyway, so it's a good slicer, and it will perform well. It's not supposed to be a betoning knife, hard use knife, or whatever. Not in my world. Also, for hard use, you have fixed blade, or really, I don't know, specialty knife. I call for, I don't know, Demco and stuff like that. So, knife supposed to cut. It's a tool for cutting. It can cut through hard material, of course, and I think if someone makes the blade profile as a slicing one, meant for slicing, it's a plus for me. Now let's talk about the disadvantage of this knife, and there are a disadvantage. First of all, I don't know if you noticed earlier, but the blade is not centered. Light, but not centered. And why? I don't know if it's a design flaw, but because of the idea that the pivot, you can disassemble it easily, maybe it's not held back too strongly, and the pressure from the spring push it like that. So I don't know if it's something that is a design issue or that it's just in the model that I have. This is one. Second, and you don't have sharpening choil, okay? And this is annoying. Not only you don't have sharpening choil, you have this annoying triangle. And either you will finish the blade, okay, the grind line until here, and sharpen it until here, CRKT, yes, I'm talking to you, or make a choil, sharpening choil. I don't know, what is that? Just in the way, and when someone will sharpen it, unless you have a wicked edge or something like that, he will scratch the edge, and in time it will look ugly, and I think it's something that should be fixed. Now, the way is not that a problem. There are lighter knives out there. It's an all metal knife, and it's not the lighter knife in the toolbox, but it's okay. It's not that of a con, but okay. Now we go to the final problem that I see here: the blade steel and the price. And I connect them together. The blade steel OS 8 is okay. OS 8 is okay still. For a folding knife, I think it's in time will go where OS 6 and 440A and stuff like that went out. And there are a lot of steels out there at the price point that this knife is sold. And this knife is sold at Amazon around $110, $115. I saw one sold in $90, but I don't know if it reflects all the market. The average price is around $110, $115, something like that. And there are a lot of knives in $115 with better steel in their blades. And this is a slicer, and OS 8 will lose its edge, depend how you use it, but faster than other steels. Yes, you can sharpen it real fast, but if you can sharpen it less, there are steels out there like CPM S30V, so use them. Why that? CM 154 will be better. D2 will do better, and it's not that expensive. So at this price point and this blade, well, OS 8 you can put it on a, I don't know, a fighter or a fixed blade, a small fixed blade or something like that, but come on, that's a problem. So what is the bottom line for me? Well, it's a very interesting knife. It's new, it has a new feature, and it's they have other models now, tactical one and hunting one and stuff like that. Now it's very interesting, and lighter ones, I must say. This is a very interesting feature. It's new, and whoever like it, it's a good knife. It's a good slicer. It will perform well. You'll have to sharpen it more than if you use other blades. The price point is a bit high for this, in my opinion. If someone like this model or like this feature of field strip and the design, great. So buy it. I don't think that someone will regret or something like that. I think that people will be satisfied. But if they had this blade with better steel, it was a winner. But now with that OS 8, it's a problem. So I think this is for whoever likes the genre, likes this style of knives, and seem himself very, let's just say, attached to this model. So go ahead and buy it. But if you're looking for only you see it as efficiency, okay, you want a tool to work, I think at that price point you have better tools, knives like paramilitary too, endura, stuff like that. So thank you, and hope it will help someone. Bye.